Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're looking at something a bit different. Not just, another DeFi platform or a new token popping up. We're actually digging into the strategic plan of a company called AIFEX. And their goal is, well, it's huge. They want to build this global financial infrastructure. Imagine connecting crypto, the traditional stock markets, mainstream finance, and wrapping AI into it all. It's quite a vision for, well, changing how investing works.
It really is ambitious. Blending those worlds seamlessly is the dream for many, but the execution is incredibly complex.
Exactly. And what really grabbed my attention is how they plan to connect these very different financial worlds. They're talking about linking volatile digital assets directly to actual shares in a public company. Think about that.
Right, that's the part that sounds potentially revolutionary, bridging that gap.
It really could be a game changer for investors, changing how we even think about owning digital stuff versus, traditional stocks, offering real stability maybe. Our source for this deep dive, by the way, is a YouTube video called Ep7, AFX AI from the AI channel. So are you ready to unpack this whole strategy?
Let's get into it. It sounds fascinating.
Okay, so right out of the gate, AIFEEX focuses heavily on transparency. It seems foundational for them. Their whole system is built on-chain, specifically on the Binance Smart Chain, BSC. Now, for you listening, what does that actually mean in simple terms? Well, it means all their liquidity, all the trading volume. It's not just something they say they have. It's genuinely verifiable. Anyone can check it.
Like a living proof of reserve.
Exactly, like a real-time public audit trail. Not just claimed, but proven.
And in today's climate, that's huge.
Absolutely. After everything we've seen with opaque platforms and collapses, this level of verifiable transparency, it's not just a nice-to-have feature, is it?
No, not at all. It's a core strategic pillar. AFEX isn't just using blockchain because it's trendy. This commitment to BSC, to on-chain verification, it's about building genuine, long-term trust, confidence, with users, with potential big investors.
Right, especially after trust got so damaged elsewhere.
Price.
Yeah.
In a market that's been burned by, let's say, less than transparent centralized players, building on an auditable foundation is, well, it's almost table stakes now for serious long-term projects.
Makes sense.
And the source also mentioned their staking mechanism, right, for liquidity providers.
Yes, it did.
That ties directly into this. People providing the capital aren't just chasing yield in the dark. They're part of and can see this transparent system. Every transaction, every reserve, it reinforces that trust.
It's all interconnected.
Completely. It shows they're thinking long-term, addressing those fundamental worries about, are the assets really there? Is this operation sound? They're building trust methodically, verifiably.
Okay, so they build this super transparent foundation, solid start, but they're not stopping there, are they?
Not even close.
Their ambition goes way beyond just being a DeFi protocol. The plan is to evolve first into a full centralized exchange, a CEX, and then, this is the big one, seat a listing for the company itself on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, the HKEX.
Wow. Okay.
That's a massive shift, right? From decentralized roots to a publicly traded company. Why? And why Hong Kong?
Okay, this is where you see some really clever strategic thinking.
Yeah.
Choosing Hong Kong. It's significant.
How so?
Well, think about Hong Kong's position. It's not just another financial center. It's the critical gateway. It connects mainland China's massive economy with global markets.
Oh, right, the bridge.
Exactly. And it's known for having very stringent regulatory requirements. Getting listed there is tough. Companies face intense scrutiny.
So why would a crypto company want that headache? It's famously difficult for crypto firms to list there, isn't it?
That's the point. By pursuing an HKEX listing, AIFEX is sending a powerful message. It signals legitimacy. It says, we meet the highest standards, we're playing by the establishment's rules. It elevates them.
So it's about credibility, moving beyond the sort of Wild West image of crypto.
Absolutely. It positions them as a serious, regulated player in mainstream finance. This could potentially open doors to huge amounts of institutional money, the big funds that are wary of purely crypto ventures.
Okay, that makes strategic sense. Building trust through regulation.
It's more than just raising money. It's about building a global corporate identity that traditional finance understands and trusts, cementing their place.
Right. Okay, prepare yourself because this next part is, well, it's the bit that really stands out. It's almost unprecedented.
Go on.
AIFEX apparently intends to allow holders of their token, the AFX token, to convert those tokens directly into actual shares of the company once it's publicly listed on the HKEX.
Wait, directly. Token to share.
Directly. Think about that shift for a token holder. You go from holding a digital asset, which can be, let's face it, pretty volatile,
Very volatile.
to owning a piece of a regulated, publicly traded company, equity.
That is a profound shift. It's not just a security token representing a share. It's a conversion path from their ecosystem token to actual equity.
Exactly. The feeling of stability, of tangibility, that real ownership, it's potentially huge. Psychologically and financially. It could attract a whole different class of investor.
Okay, but the practical question then is, how do those shares generate returns? Especially for the TradFi folks they seem to be targeting.
Good question. The source says the dividends from these shares will come directly from the CEX's actual business performance.
So real-world revenue.
Yes. Trading fees, listing fees, other income from the exchange operations. Tangible business profits paying out dividends.
Okay, that's a critical distinction.
Yeah.
Because that's very different from a lot of DeFi yield mechanisms, isn't it?
Totally different.
You know, yield farming can be complex, risky, sometimes based on unsustainable token inflation, or you have impermanent loss issues.
Right. This sounds much more traditional, grounded.
Exactly. It's based on the verifiable performance of a regulated business. Clear revenue streams funding dividends. Plus, of course, the potential for capital gains if the share price goes up, just like any other stock.
Much more stable and understandable for a traditional investor.
Definitely. It's a model built for more conventional long-term value generation. Very clever.
So this whole token to share thing, this bridge, it seems deliberately designed to attract those traditional finance investors, the TradFi crowd, right? People who might be nervous about pure crypto.
It certainly looks that way.
AIFEX is basically offering them a familiar entry point. You can buy the shares directly on the stock exchange, something they understand. Or you could buy the AFX token, knowing it has this built-in potential to convert into that familiar regulated share later on. It's like an optionality play.
It gives them pathways. It lowers the barrier for entry for traditional capital into this ecosystem.
Yeah. AFX becomes this central point, doesn't it? Connecting the value from the digital side, DeFi, crypto, maybe AI down the line, with the traditional side, TradFi, the stock market.
It's positioned right in the middle, the linchpin.
They're not just building a platform, they're trying to architect this whole unified financial ecosystem.
And let's be clear, the scale of this ambition is just, wow. It's immense.
Right.
They're not tweaking things at the edges. They're aiming to fundamentally fuse these old and new financial worlds. That takes incredible planning.
You mean legally, technically?
Everything. Navigating complex legal structures across different countries, building robust tech protocols that can handle this scale and complexity, meeting extremely high regulatory bars like the HKEX demands. It's a massive, massive undertaking. Requires serious foresight.
And the vision doesn't even stop at Hong Kong, does it?
Apparently not. The source hinted at a potential longer-term goal, a NASDAQ listing.
Okay, now they're really aiming high.
Putting themselves in the same category as global giants like Binance or Coinbase. That signals true global ambition, reaching Western markets, not just Asia. It's a blueprint for a future financial institution, really.
Now, just a quick point on the AI integration. It's mentioned in their mission, connecting crypto, stocks, and AI. But the source we looked at didn't go deep into the specifics of how AI fits in yet. You know, whether it's for trading, risk, customer service.
Right. The details seem sparse for now. But including it in the core vision suggests they see it as a key part of the future ecosystem. Even if the mechanics aren't public, it future-proofs the concept, perhaps.
Sure. Okay, so looking at the overall plan, it feels very deliberate, like a multi-stage rocket.
Yeah, you can see the phases.
Stage 1, build the transparent on-chain foundation, get a user base. Stage 2, introduce the CEX and the game-changing token-to-share conversion right. That's the bridge.
Critical step.
Stage 3, manage the returns from those shares carefully, ensure stability. And maybe stage 4, AFX becomes the core hub for everything: ownership, value transfer, maybe even governance down the line.
Where token holders might get a say in the company direction. Plausible.
This whole journey, DeFi start, CEX, HKEX, maybe NASDAQ, it really is like a 3 or 4 stage bridge they're building. Very strategic, very ambitious, aiming for dominance, it seems.
It's certainly comprehensive.
So wrapping this up, it's clear AIFEX isn't just launching another crypto project. Their vision is way bigger. They want to build this huge integrated financial ecosystem, genuinely merging traditional finance with the digital world of crypto and AI.
Hmm.
And their core strengths seem to be, first, that rock-solid, verifiable transparency on-chain, building trust, and second, arguably the most innovative piece, letting users become actual owners through shareholding. Not just users, but owners.
That ownership piece is powerful.
Definitely. It really changes the relationship.
Which leads to a really interesting thought to leave people with, I think.
Was
Well, if this model actually works, if AIFEX successfully builds this bridge between traditional stock markets and the digital world of DeFi, AI, crypto,
Yeah.
if they pull it off, how could that fundamentally reshape the entire investment landscape?
Good question.
What does that direct path from owning a token to owning equity in a regulated company mean for how we value digital assets versus traditional stocks going forward? Does it blur the lines completely?
Yeah, does it change the very definition of what an investment is in this hybrid future?
Exactly. It's got potentially huge long-term implications. Definitely a project and a strategy worth watching very closely.
Absolutely. Fascinating space to keep an eye on.